YouTube, how we doing? I'm back with another video. Not in IB for giving it the big one today. I am in my spare room talking to the camera, and I'm going to talk about macros. So what are macros? Macros are your proteins, your carbs and your fats, which make up your diet and your calorie intake. So I am going to start a new little playlist on the YouTube channel. I haven't thought of a cool name to call it yet. I were thinking of like something called Explained by JC, you know, shit like that. And I'm just going to give tips and help people out. So when I first started training and everything else, I was looking for videos like this, plain and simple. I was looking for a lad from Yorkshire in a Nike Tech fleece top telling me how to calculate the macros. So if you're looking for that, here I am. So I'm going to try and break it down as simple as I can, because when I first started I was looking for videos and I just wanted someone to tell me nice and quick how to do it, then I can do it and move on. But when I first started I couldn't find that. I just found a lot of people making it sound a lot harder than it actually is to understand. So I'm going to explain to you, nice and simple. Hopefully it won't be a long video because it's not a massive long topic to cover. So, tip 1, when calculating said macros, you need to find out your current position. So what position you're actually in, body composition and your eating habits. So for the first week of you finding out your macros and your calorie intake, you need to track your food. So for a week straight, track everything that goes in your mouth. You can do this on MyFitnessPal, so download it in your app store or your, I don't know what the Google, like where they buy apps, and Android, that side of the world. I don't know where you buy apps, but yeah. Download an app called MyFitnessPal. Track everything that goes in your mouth, so you'll be able to scan it if it's got a barcode, or just search it. Everything that goes in your gob, track it. Do that for a week, and then at the end of the day when you have tracked, it'll come up with the calories that you've ate. So remember that, write it down. So at the end of the week, track what's happened, what's gone in your gob, and what's happened on the scales. If the scales have stayed the same, so weigh yourself at the start of the week, weigh yourself at the end of the week. If they've stayed the same, you might have found your maintenance. So if you're eating all that and your weight's not moving, bang, perfect, you've found your maintenance. So them calories are your maintenance calories. By that I mean, that's where the calories you can eat that amount of calories and your body will not change. It won't lose weight, it won't put on weight. But this is where your goals come in. This is tip 2. You need to set a goal. Set a goal of either, the main 2 goals that people come to me are, I either want to build muscle or I want to lose fat or tone up. Love that one. Love the tone up. If you're a PT, you'll know the tone up. Yes, set a goal. Is your goal to build muscle? If your goal is to build muscle, you may need more food, but this is where it gets a little bit complicated. Oh, should have put that on silent. Go away. Yeah, you need to set a goal. So setting a goal of putting weight on and adding muscle, if you're already in a bit of a dodgy position body composition wise, you're holding a bit too much body fat, you may need to bring them calories down, lose the body fat, get yourself in a better position to grow. And vice versa, if you're wanting to lose weight, exact same, take some calories off. So start maybe 100 calories, take 100 calories off, then if you're not losing weight, bang again, take them down. Take them down slowly, because rapid weight loss is not good for anyone, and rapid weight gain, on the other shoe, isn't good for anyone either. So you want to take your time. There's no rush, unless you're going to Ibiza and you've got to look stylish. So now you've done your first week. You've done your first week of tracking all your foods and you've found out where you're actually at. So you're either losing weight or you're maintaining. Hopefully you'll have found your maintenance. So now you need to work out the actual macros, so the proteins, the fats and the carbs. So work out the protein first of what protein you're going to put in yourself. The guideline is 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. So if I weigh 100 kilograms, come on, maths, 200 grams of protein. That's what you want to be putting in. That's a safe estimate aim. and then from that you work out that. So you can do all this in the MyFitnessPal app. You'll work that out, you'll put it in, and then you'll work, I think the actual app works out your fats and your carbs, but I'm not too sure. So after you've worked out your protein, you'll work out your fats and your carbs. Don't go too low on either. Try and have a nice little balance there, and then you'll find out where you're at, and then from trying this and doing it, you can alternate your fats and your carb intake. So that's where you're at. So that's a nice, quick, simple, hopefully you know what you're doing now. If not, rewatch the video and you might. So I'm going to look, we are going to look. So I've got some tips in the phone to make sure I remember everything to say. Be consistent, said that. Take your time, yep. Yeah, experiment. I've put experiment down in here. So experiment. So when you find out your calories, right, don't change them and switch them about. I don't mean that. Stick to the calories, and if you're wanting to gain, obviously then up them. But if you wanted to lose, then lower them. So you found your maintenance. Bang. Perfect. Now you know where you are, you can eat that amount of calories, you're not going to put any weight on and you're not going to lose any weight, it's going to stay the same. If you wanted to lose it, drop them by 250, 100, whatever, not too much. If you wanted to gain, if you're in a healthy position to gain, up them. If your training split and your intensity and everything else matches the goal that you set yourself, you're onto a winner. You're onto a chicken dinner. Get it? You're onto a chicken dinner. So other factors that aid progression. So you need to understand that obviously calories is not the... If you're eating this and you're training, there's other elements. There's macro calculators on the Google. These churn out a number. These churn out a number, a guessed estimated number that where you might be at. So you might have used them. I've had people come to me and say, right, I've done it on Google and this is what it said I need to eat. These apps and these things do not take into consideration metabolism. I'm not going to dive into metabolism because I've made this video simple, and if we dive in there, it's like chucking a chicken into a lion pit. Quite a good analogy. Sleep. So sleep is so important when talking about progression and everything else. Stress. If you're in a stressed environment all day and your levels are all over the place, you're not in a good position to progress in any way. Sleep, stress, training. Obviously you're training. You might have a PT that set you a perfect training plan and you're following this plan, but are you following it correctly? Are you putting everything in? Is your intensity of your training there? Is your form there? So you've got to think about them other aspects to aid progression. So there's loads of other things other than nutrition and food that can aid or that can slow progression down. That is it, guys. So hopefully I have helped you. I have kept it simple. There's a lot more I could have covered, but I don't want to confuse people. If you're watching this and you're just getting into the fitness industry, it can scare some people talking about the B's and the D's and everything else. So I've kept it simple. If you wish to know more, drop me a DM on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, Joe Cross PT. I'm going to try and do one of the things now and put it over my face like my Instagram. So it should be there. If I can't do that, that's going to be a bit embarrassing. Then it just looks like me looking like a mug. But yeah, follow me on Instagram, drop me a message, and I will cover it deeper for you. Hopefully I've covered it, and I've gone over the things that you might have been stressed about and you might have not known. And hopefully you can leave this video knowing how to calculate macros. So I'm going to wrap it up. So, tip 1, find out where you're at. Track for the first week, write everything that goes down in your mouth, write it down. Find them macros out on the MyFitnessPal. From there, you need to set a goal. Set a goal of what you want to do with these calories. Do you want to build muscle, lose fat? Remember, if you want to build muscle, you need to be in a healthy position to do so. Not holding too much fat, because then you can go into a whirlwind of issues. And then from there, stick to it. Stick to the calories. You can do this on your own. This is the simplest way. Follow them 3 tips. So find out where you're at. Track what goes in. Number 2, set them calories, set them goals. Tip 3, stick to it and work out what you're going to do with them calories. That is the simplest way you will find out how to track your macros on the YouTube, made by me, a lad from Faircroft. Who'd have thought? So yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, I am going to make a playlist and I am going to go over the questions I frequently get asked, and I'm going to break them down nice and simple, because who's got time to watch a video on how to break down macros for an hour when it can be done in 10 minutes, saving you the time. And I'm going to do this on loads of things that I get asked. If you've got any other things you want to ask me, like I said, drop me a message on Instagram or drop a comment in the video. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a like. Hopefully I've helped you. If you're watching this and you don't follow the YouTube, follow it, because why not? I'm funny as hell and I'm helping people out.